Hi, today I'm going to show you the Corghi Artiglio Master 26, which is considered a kind of touchless machine because we work always outside of the rim. So this machine was born in 2001, the first version of Master, then it came out in 2004, a new version that goes up to 26 inches. Before to change any wheels and show you how it works, I want to go through all the controls and all the pedals. As you can see, we have three pedals here. One which is used to lock the main pin on the turntable. Second pedal, it's my inflation gauge, which is right here, and that's my pressure gauge. Last pedal on the right is the rotation. 2-speed motor and 1-speed reverse. As you can see on this machine, we work on this side, and here is our control unit. We have three different sections for three different areas of the machine. First of all, we have the bead breakers. As you can see, top and bottom bead breaker. We can just close it down, and as you can see, we have the up and down movement for the top one, up and down movement for the bottom one, and with this button I will activate the forward movement of the disc. So when I reach after the edge of the rim, I just press this, and if you see, if I keep going down, the disc actually comes out 20 millimeters. That to help me breaking the bead. When I go up, it just releases automatically. We have this second section, which is the main one. It's the one that controls the mount head. I'll take this off. As you can see, we have a joystick, very simple, so it's just up and down movement, out and in. Other movement we have are how to open the finger. This will help me when I need to reach the bead of the tire. And this little knob, it's the one that activates the leverless system. So if you see, when I move it, the finger actually goes back and the turntable follows it, so it takes off all the stress from the tire. Last control on this section will be the rotation of the mount head, because we usually use this mobile finger to take the tire off, but we will use the still finger just to mount the tire. So with this, we can just choose the position of it. This last section, it's about the lifter, because we do have a lifter in front of this machine, and as you can see, this lifter, it goes all the way up and it sits right under the turntable. If I go the other way, I will just take it down. This other control is the bead lifter. So in case we have a sticky tire on the bottom or we need help to pull it up, this device will help me and will be at the right distance just to hit the tire, not the rim. Then the last section is about packs, but that's another system, so we'll see it in another video. We have this section here, which shows me my pressure gauge, and most important, the diameter of the rim I'm going to work with. So as you can see, it goes from 12 to 26 inches, and when I adjust this, you can see the turntable moving. So the mount head will always sit in the same position. It will be the turntable that moves in and out. We have these little two arrows. These are for the micro movements. So as you can see, if I have a weird rim or something I'm not sure about, I can increase by 1/10 of inches the distance from it. Okay. We have, of course, few accessories for this machine, like the articulating arm, which I always recommend, especially if you buy this kind of machine. You really don't want to work without this. used on run flat, low profiles, and any wheel that has a very deep drop center. And we have the TI system, which is the one that helps me to make the bead pop in when they leak air from everywhere. Of course, in our inclined machine, we can use the nozzles from underneath, from the jaws. With this kind of turntable, which is pneumatic, we can't, so we'll do it from the top. So from here, we just place this against the rim, and this 4 nozzle will empty the air tank in less than a second. You have these 2 triggers that activates it, and there's the blast. Okay, now we're going to see how to change this wheel. I'm going to put it on the lifter. Before to raise it, you see this pin? This one goes in one of the lug nut holes. This will hold my wheel and not make it slip on the turntable. I'm going to raise it. I get the pin and try to put it as much as I can in the center. Now you see this cone, for example, is too small for this kind of wheel. So I'm going to change it, because with the machine you receive different cones, like small ones, medium ones, and a large one too for SUVs and light trucks. What I got to do here is press the first pedal on the left, hold it down, place the handle against the rim, and just now let it go. Wheel is now locked on the turntable. Next step will be to set the diameter of this wheel, which is 18 inches in this case. Now everything is at the right distance. So if you see, when I take down the bead breaker, it's right there when I need it. So once I've done that, I will press this button, get some lube, and now start spinning. And as you can see, while I come down, the disc goes forward right between the rim and the bead of the tire. Once we have done that, I'm going to break the bottom bead now. Of course, I don't need to bend over to see what's going on, because the disc, it's already in the right position. I press the button that makes it go forward. Break the bottom bead. Okay, now we are done with this section, so with the bead breakers. I'm gonna use the mount head, because now we're gonna grab our wheel. So I just come out, go down close to the rim, and while I start spinning, I will press this button that opens the finger. As you can see, open it so it's easier to grab the tire. Let go the button, come up until you see that red line. That is basically the correct position when you start taking the tire off. So now, by turning this knob, you will see the leverless system, how it works. So the finger pulls it back, the actuator moves back, so it releases the stress on this area. What I gotta do now is just tap on the pedal, the rotation pedal, and the top bead is out. I can now let it go. In case I want to use the bead pushing device, I can just from here hold it. This will help me pulling up the tire. Otherwise you can just do it with your own hand. Now once we have done this, we will have to put this head underneath in the same position. So what I do is just go up a little, in, all the way down, all the way out. Now I start to come up, and as you can see from the top here, I got the tire with the fixed finger, not with the mobile one. I come up with the bead breaker too. This will help the tire to stay on top of the rim, start spinning, Tire is now demounted.